to show these off, just in case, you know, they don't get shown off. At least if we make it to Game 3s, they'll get shown off somewhere, which they've got shown off a lot of places. But regardless, here we are into Round 3, Game 3. 2% Chungus versus LVCreed. No Burst Chaser. This is for all the marbles, guys. Chungus into Quick, Creed into Flashman stage. Yeah, one of these guys will advance, and one of these guys will go home, even further home than they already are, as we were saying.
Yeah, not quite the ending one of these runners may have hoped for, or maybe they didn't quite expect to make it this far. You never know. Some people just have the expectation of, you know what, I'm going to do the thing, and if I do good, yay. If I don't, oh well, there's always next year, and I learned something.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I will say the status of next year's tournament is currently in question, as I'm kind of retiring as a tournament organizer after this tournament, which I believe has been announced. Oh, Creed does indeed find Buster weakness as the wall weakness. So good stuff to Creed. He's able to grab that E-Tank and go right through into Flashman stage, where he finds Crashman. Yeah, not to harp too much on me retiring and whatnot, but yeah. I mean, if the community doesn't pick it up, we might not have a tournament next year, you know? So you never know. But we might. Hopefully we do. We'll see. I'll still help out in the background if need be. Just might not be able to be as hands-on as I have been in the last 5 years. Regardless, Creed has made it out. I'm going to have to reset the tracker. Creed has made it out of Flash stage. I don't know if he got an item or not, so if anybody saw that in chat, please let me know. Frico, did you see it?
It didn't look like it. But again, deny everything.
Chungus has found a very slow Heatman to fight against.
Oh, this is just painful because you go so fast in Burst Chaser in Game 2, and then you get this Heatman, and it just feels like, oh my god, I've just wasted like 45 seconds in this fight. I could have got through like a whole stage. But Chungus finds item 1 at the end of that stage, so Quickman has item 1. So that is a good thing, and it looks like Creed will find that same item 1. And Chungus headed into Metal Man stage, so looking to pick up a free E-Tank, so getting a little bit of the safety sludge going. And this item 1 looks like we can do some zips here. But... no, it looks like Chungus having a heck of a time finding the right spot, and there he goes.
Yeah, he does find it. In vanilla, the way to set that up is kind of a little bit different than the somewhat consistent randomizer strat of jumping one Mega Man forward, lining yourself up with the background gear, and taking up into the ceiling. The reason I say somewhat consistent is because sometimes that background is not there. But these guys have gentlemen's agreed to not have the backgrounds randomized, which is fine. And Creed finds himself into the Heatman fight, and Chungus, you know, a little bit off the beaten path by choosing Metal next instead of Flash. Usually you want to kind of save Metal so you can get item 2 to fly across the back half of it here.
I think Chungus prioritized more in having the second free E-Tank than anything else. So that is kind of what I'm thinking is the justification for Chungus to go into that Middleman stage. And it would be even better if he gets an item, but that is not the case.
Sure,
so...
yeah.
We'll see Chungus into Flashman stage now as Creed headed into Bubbleman stage.
Yeah. Definitely so. Yeah, I mean, it will be unfortunate for Chungus if Creed finds that item too, because he will be able to pick up the time there. However, Yeah, I mean, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Chungus in the flash stage now. He's also finds the fact that the walls are indeed Buster Weak. So you should be able to get this E-Tank at the top here at the back half of flash stage. The spikes in the background in the water are both black, so kind of hard to see them. Of course, Creed knows where these spikes are, so no problems here.
I think Chungus might have just made a little mini mistake there, but again, having a bit of an issue with the E-Tanks for Chungus, but it looks like he should be able to recover and pick up the E-Tank. Ooh, nice little bit of dancing there for Chungus to avoid those shots. So picking up the E-Tank, and he does confirm that he knows the wall weakness.
Yeah, nice dodge from Chungus as he makes his way into Robot Master 3, while Creed is making his way out of Robot Master 3. And item 1 is here. We're moving on to Crash Stage. No item 3 necessary, I suppose.
Oh, we got a little bit of a Castlevania Simon's Quest action going here. I'm with it.
Oh, you know what? I said no item 3. I was wrong. They picked it up in Flash Stage, as Chungus shows, and he also finds his way into Crash Man Stage.
Oh, so our runners do have item 3. All right, that is good to know. So I must have missed it. The problems of old age. You just don't have the reaction time, and next thing you know, by the time you blink and miss it.
Yeah, it was. We did find it in Flash Stage. Chungus setting up for the zip. Creed did get a little bit of cleaner zip here, cleaner setup. So Chungus having a bit of problems getting into the wall here. Let's see, there we go. Now I got it. Creed making his way up the crash climb. Second half here. Guys are pretty even, right? Like, I mean, they both have 3 stages down. Creed might have a tad bit of a lead, maybe. Hard to say. As we got that silly cat item 3.
Yeah, alright. So, Creed into the crash climb, and Chungus just about to start the crash climb. Ooh, picking up a nice shot there to take down a mech armor.
Yeah, I mean, not a terrible deficit right here, but you can definitely see a little bit of time that Chungus might have lost with the zip setup there. As Creed is going to show us the boss that is chilling in Crashman stage. That will be a hot pink airman. Pink and purple.
Oh, yikes. These fan patterns are just not
absurd.
Really friendly.
Absurd. Abysmal. Terrible.
Yeah, insert adjective here, and definitely not a positive one.
Yo, what Chungus. A shot! I would have boosted item 3 there if I had any, or maybe even an item 1 boost, but no. Air shooter. Boom. One shot. Get out of here, Chank Keymaker.
Wow. Aimbot activated. Youch. Nice shot. So let's see if Airman's a little more cooperative with Chungus, and it doesn't really look like it. Just,
Creed,
oh no!
Yeah, Creed finding fan fiends and crabs. Our favorite our favorite combination of enemy set to deal with here.
Yeah, this Airman is, yeah, that's, you get the fan fiends, you get the crabs, and, oh boy. Yeah, that's a bit of a yikes there, because no platforms just have a crab drop on your head. If you jump, without knowing exactly where everything is on the map, you're just at risk of getting deposited into the abyss.
Well, see, even, and as you can see, even knowing the patterns, because I know Creed knows this pattern, I mean, you can still make mistakes and still find your way into the pit, right? Um, the crabs fall in a pattern. In case you guys don't know, there'll be one in front, one behind, one in the front, one behind. So as you can see, here comes the one in front, right? So he has to patiently wait. There goes the one behind, and he's also got to deal with item 1 and fancy. And you cannot pause with item 1 on the screen. So really rough stuff there from Creed, but he makes it through the first section. I mean, that was a lot of time there, but he did it now, so he might be able to make up some of his time later on in metal or something. We'll see, depending on if he finds item 2. Chungus in bubble stage makes the Pippy bird on the left, spawns him by looking left. Not going to have to worry about those drops as much. Makes it across and into the boss room.
Is that a Denki Kang sighting that I see here?
Yeah, it's got to be Denki because I've never seen the Donkey Kong looking like that. I'll tell you what. Well, and if you notice the little quirk, Chungus didn't exactly get to use it. Oh, he did. He used it to his advantage. Very nice to Chungus. If you pause while Donkey Kong is in the air, or Woodman is in the air, excuse me, he will it actually resets his jump. So he'll jump again. You can kind of use that to your advantage if like there's a lingering leaf shield here on the randomizer or whatever the case may be. Chungus pursuing Creed, bustering down.
Oh, he makes the first jump. Chungus able to make that first jump, so that might be a little bit of an advantage for him. Creed finding himself in the abyss. Chungus just throwing caution to the wind, and apparently his life bar as well. So this might be a bit of a problem for Chungus. His life bar is going to be a factor here.
Oh, that was scary, but he got a good spawn there. Yeah, Chungus finding the same problem Creed did.
Ooh. Oh, that was close. The crab almost knocking Chungus off the ledge.
Yeah, so I will say it's kind of safe to say that Chungus has indeed... Ooh. Hold on. Wait a minute. Time out.
We may want to...
2 seconds, please.
Before we speak much more on this, because Chungus is in a good bit of trouble here. He does not have an E-Tank.
Oh my god!
Oh no!
Oh man!
All of that, and it just falls just a little bit short. Oh, that's so savage. Chungus is going to have to do this without an E-Tank. What could have turned into a massive advantage for Chungus has now just completely flipped around.
Yeah,
oh, no.
Unfortunate right there. Man. Please don't blame me. Please. I stopped in my tracks.
Yeah, something commentary.
Hold on.
Something.
Time out. I said time out. Hold on. Stopped in my tracks.
Oh, no.
Man, can't even think it. Meanwhile, Creed getting good wood. He is into the Woodman fight. And you find Flashman and wood, and that will be a leaf shield for the death of Flashman there. Chungus finding metal to kill the crabs pretty easily. Looking kind of... Oh, no. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Crabs and fans, man. Crabs and fans.
Yeah, that crab just dropped down at the absolute most inopportune time, and
Chungus looking to get out of the, or at least reset his weapon energy to retake the stage on. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. I agree with this. He's getting out of air. He'll come back to that a little bit later. Maybe find item 2 to catch up with some of the time he lost on the deaths, but that is definitely rough. That gives Creed a pretty hefty advantage there, I'd say.
Yeah, we're upwards of. I'm just not even going to put a amount of time on it. It's a very sizable lead for Creed, and it looks like he's found item 2. So that might have been in Woodman's stage, or potentially Airman. So Creed having item 2, if it wasn't in Airman, might give Chungus a way back in to have another go at that Airman stage, but oh man, was that Airman stage rough.
Alright, yeah, Creed into Heatman. That's gonna be the final stage here for the A-Robos. Did we find item 2 there in metal? I think we did.
No, Creed had it before going into metal. He used it during metal.
Maybe he picked it up in air then. Okay, yeah.
I was gonna say it had to have been in either Woodman or Airman, so I believe we got ourselves some Ninja Gaiden action going here with the music, so Creed having a little bit of trouble here. Chungus also having a bit of trouble trying to find himself the right spot, and it looks like he got it, so...
Yeah, that's actually the harder version of that zip because he used Buster. I don't know if he had Quick Boomerang or not, but yeah, a little bit harder to clip in the top of that ladder with the Buster. So yeah, he's in there. He's out of there, and Goodwood for Chungus. He still has He-Man and the Airman stage as well. So yeah, and as you mentioned, yeah, item 2 is going to be locked in the Airman stage, so he's not going to get that advantage, especially if he chooses Heat now. It saves Airman for afterwards.
Ooh, it was in Woodman. So
it wasn't Woodman. Okay, I was right. You were wrong. Yes!
Yeah, perish the thought I get one wrong for once. Oh my. The horror. Mark it down on your calendar, Charlie boy. Oh, Chungus into Heatman stage and finding more fan fiends. So, definitely a rough day at the office in Game 3 for 2% Chungus. And it looks like we're going to have some time stopper action going here.
Alright, yeah, Creed's gonna make it out, and we're gonna see Dr. Mario at 1807. So good stuff to Creed there. Making out his 8-Robos Chungus. About a stage and a half behind, easily enough to say, I guess.
Yeah, at this point, it's a matter of being able to place that item 3 properly to get himself that zip without dropping down, and it looks like he got it this time, so Chungus should be able to use his item 2, pass through the Yoku Block section, and it looks like he's already on his way to fly the friendly skies. So Chungus should be on his way to finish off this Heatman stage, but unfortunately for him, tick-tock goes the clock, as Creed already into the Wily stage, and with that, I believe it's time to do a little predicting. Yellow and Bubble have failed me twice. It better not fail me a third time.
Right, yeah, something like that. Somebody guess the color of the dragon here. Guess the weakness if you'd like to. I'm retired, so I don't do it anymore. And also, guess the sprite used.
Well, it's been the Quaker Oats dragon twice already, so third time's the charm?
Yeah, something like that, right?
All right, yeah, Chungus using the time stopper, so this seems to be, well, aside from his life bar taking a beating here, it looks like it's a fairly decent way to progress through. Oh, and it looks like we have a bit of a Barbie world going on here with the dragon color.
So Chungus also, man, in, not to take away from Creed in the lead, but yeah, Chungus in a bit of trouble again in Airman stage. No, they have the same seed with the same colors.
Oh, unfortunate to see that. A large item, or a large energy drop, but unfortunately finding its way down into the abyss.
Yeah, I'd say, dare I say this? I'm gonna say it. I'm not scared. I didn't commentate or coach nobody, right? Chungus definitely took his time a little bit more on this section here. He's finding, he's finding health drops. He's got his item drops. He's gonna get through this section. I believe Chungus. I believe in the biggest of Chunguses, even if they are only 2% of the other size Chunguses. But yes, here we go. Creed into the back half of Wily 2 here, making really good time.
Oh, Creed throwing his item 3 up a little too high. Not able to take the ride. Getting assaulted by moles at... This... the lag here is significant. Alright, Creed dropping down. We're into the Pico Block fight, so let's see what we got. Oh, not immediately going to the Leaf, and it looks like yet again the Leaf Shield getting the job done. So Creed just gonna kind of hang out here and let the Leaf Shield do its thing. Chungus finishing off Airman. So now we can see where he's at. So it'll be 22:45 that he is confronted by Dr. Mario.
Yeah, I definitely fell off a bit on my tracking skills, trying to keep up with some of the chat and some of the things that are going on, or activities going on in the chat. However, now that both these guys are into the Wily stage, don't have to worry about that anymore. And yeah, LVCreed dropping into Wily 3. Wily did not clean his sewer once again. Got the nastiest of colors. And as Frigo mentioned, Chungus joining us in the Wily stages.
And so, unfortunately, I don't think there's really much to say at this point because Creed really just has to keep himself clean and has a significant lead over 2% Chungus here. So, unfortunately, it looks like Chungus's path to the championship here in the Mega Man 2 Randomizer tournament might have hit its final stop as Creed takes down the Guts Dozer and will move into Wily 4. All is not lost. I've seen some pretty interesting things occur in the years of the tournament. A certain someone locking themselves in the gate for victory. No, it was actually someone else, I believe, in the first year in Game 5 of the finals.
Pretty silly soft locks in this game, especially in tournaments. So. I wouldn't be surprised if you were talking to me, but or talking about me. But yes.
No, it involved a fan fiend showing up at a very inopportune time.
Yes. Yeah, that's actually how the Gm3 tournament ended, or the first year's tournament ended. Was that. But we'll see how this goes. Creed, pretty smooth sailing so far. Working his way down Wily 4, not to forget about Chungus in Wily 2. I mean, yeah, that airman stage really did a clinic on Chungus. I mean, Chungus was doing a clinic on all the stages, on everything. Fabulous play up until about that point. And I mean, it's really hard to deal with some of those things sometimes. Creed just so happened to be able to get through it second try. Creed tripped up a bit as well. So, you know, not perfect either way. Any way you slice it.
No, it was definitely a very rough stage. Just kind of full yikes for both of the runners. Creed just happened to be able to get through it. Chungus perhaps a little too liberal with his E-Tank usage and ran into that nightmare situation in that airman stage where he needed to use an E-Tank and unfortunately just did not have one available.
Blue beams for the faster weaknesses. We do know muster weakness for wall, so yeah, just shooting those out a little bit. And testing the other weaknesses, trying to find what might be what might take out the blue beam. Still hasn't found what it is. Maybe charged heat? Did we not charge it all the way? Or maybe it's two-shot charged heat. I don't know what it is. I can't tell. Meanwhile, Chung is making it out of Wily 2. This is definitely what Chungus needs. Creed checking and checking again. What is this weak to? We're not sure. We're not finding it. It's got to be charged heat. It's got to be like 3 shots of charged heat, right?
What is going on here?
What's this weak to? Maybe he's not charging the heat enough. It's hard to tell what's going on. I mean, he's hit everything. It's got to be charged heat. There, yeah, there it is. He wasn't letting charge enough. Yeah, see?
Oh, yikes.
Tom says, what is the seed? Who rolled it? You can blame our lovely Rollchan bot, who is back online after a small hiatus. So, yeah, it's Rollchan's doing. I mean, I guess I typed in the command, though, if you want to blame me. I'll take the blame. I'll take the blame for everything. It's cool. And Creed, trouble for Creed as he has run out of E-Tanks, so we're going to hope for a nice machine later. As Chungus is in the Wily 4, closing this gap a little bit more.
Yeah, it's definitely not over until it's over, so... You know, Creed hitting a bit of a snag here with the Boo Beam turrets. If Chungus can get through this and figure out that it's charged heat, you know, maybe we see a little bit of a comeback here as Creed into the refights. So
two shots of very slow charged heat. But charged heat nonetheless. And here is some Mystic Quest music for you guys. Cat Jam in chat. Cat Jam, Sour Please, Monka S, something. I don't know.
Oh! Creed gets bodied by Airman. That lack of E-tanks... Oh, this could make things interesting. Tactical dying, perhaps? From LVCreed? This Airman was definitely not a walk in the park. So Creed's going to have to maybe slow himself down, take a couple energy power-ups after the Robot Masters are defeated, which will cost a little bit of time. I don't think it'll cost that much time, but, you know, a second or two here or there. Alright, Creed back on track. He's on Robot Master number 6. And it looks like he's gonna do a little bit of searching for Heatman. Or no, he's just gonna settle on what he's got here. Oh, getting bodied a little bit by Heatman.
Yeah, Chungus going through the weapon wheel. We'll see how fast and how much time he will save here. In this Wily Ford fight. It will be crucial to whatever happens for the end of the race. Also crucial, he's definitely hoping for some sort of luck for Creed to die a couple times.
Not charging the heat all the way. Chungus, oh, there he goes. Got it.
I'd say he definitely found it faster. However, yeah, it's still pretty grim right now, as Creed is making his way into the machine. As mentioned, I don't know how many lives Creed has, but he does not have any E-tanks. He has 0 lives.
Yeah, that's a big fat negative there.
This is very scary for Creed right now. I'll tell you, he has to make this work right now. If he doesn't, then we have a race.
Yeah, because Chungus will come back almost all the way. Chungus should be able to finish this off. He'll have a couple E-tanks in hand. So it's just, oh, Chungus. Yeah, there goes one E-tank. Just going to use the safety sludge. So Chungus is going to finish off this fight. Creed...
Creed has found a second weakness, and yeah, he is good. He is out of there. That was pretty scary. He could only take literally 2 more hits. I mean, somewhat scary, right? Like, if he would have taken an extra hit in that first phase, then yeah. But he didn't. He's out. He's into the alien fight. Victory Road Freako for LVCreed.
Yeah, absolutely. Creed dropping down to the right, so none of these drippers are going to catch him. Now it's just a matter of figuring out what that weakness is against the alien. Creed doesn't know it, but he's definitely got time on his side. Chungus on his second Robot Master. And it's the crystal again. So let's see what we've got here. Doesn't look like the Buster. Gonna bypass charged heat. And it looks like we found the leaf shield, so Creed should be able to finish this out.
That GG's to LVCreed.
Clap.
Finishing with a race time GG time of 34:07. Very nice, very nice.
Yeah, absolutely. Well done to Creed. Unfortunately for Chungus, this does mean his time in the Mega Man 2 tournament is done, but a solid 5th place showing. Creed will move on in the loser's bracket. Well, now if you're able to win that second game against Aerospecie, you know who's waiting for you.
I Am I supposed to be like scared or something? Like, what do you want from me?
Yeah, you know, this is where you cut the promo and say, I ain't scared. You know?
I ain't scared. I ain't scared. Shaking in my boots. I gotta get through RSPC first before I have to worry about Creed again. I'll tell you what, Creed definitely did take me out in the first round, but here he is, LVCreed, the winner of tonight's race. GG's to LVCreed. What's going on, man? How you feeling?
And yet, I don't feel like a winner.
Oh, did that airman stage break you?
Or was it the close call on the machine?
None of that was actually terrible. Honestly, if anything, it was more me not realizing I thought I was doing charge heat on the boo beams.
Ah, yes, the boo beams. Yeah. That was a very slow charge to get the full charge, and it was hard to tell, right? I mean, that could have happened to anybody, honestly. And not to forget about Chungus. Chungus on his fight as well, and he's gonna make it out of the machine now onto the alien. But yeah, Chungus here to inform you, Creed. He had trouble in air with those fan fiends and the crabs.
Yeah, that's pretty much one of the worst combinations to get in Airman stage. I was lucky to just stay the course and get item 1 as early as I did, so it didn't pose too much trouble, except for that one death just kind of got a little bad position and unluckiness with the crab. But other than that, air, I pretty much anticipated air was going to be weird when I first saw the stage.
Interesting. So, did you think you had, you know, the race in the bag at any point, or did you just go, uh-oh, airman, this is kind of rough? You know, is it in the back of your head that Chungus might have got through there cleaner?
Well, that's the thing. When it comes to that particular air stage, if you really don't know what you're doing, it's gonna be really, really hard to just kind of adjust. Even like you saw me, I knew I was getting myself into. I had item 1 out, knowing that I didn't have item 2, and item 2 definitely wasn't gonna work in that area. But somehow, some way, the stage it's a stage that can wall you very easily. But at that time, that really wasn't it. I was more concerned about. There was a stage I was thinking about. I was thinking I didn't want to see item 2 in a specific area, but I really can't remember right now. The thing was kind of a minuscule blur, especially how I handled the finish of Wally 4, and the refights kind of just were eh.
That good, huh?
It was alright.
Well, I guess after, you know, playing 3 seeds and that third one being what it was, you kept yourself in it, you know, and, you know, you will be moving on in this tournament, so any thoughts about the rest of the road between you and potential 2022 Mega Man 2 Randomizer Championship?
Real quick, before you answer that, let me go ahead and say 37:15 is Chungus' race time, and welcome to Chungus. But yeah, go ahead, Creed.
Well, I was about to say, well, first and foremost, GG Chungus. Those were some C's that we kind of just happened to get dealt with.
Oh man, yeah, that airman stage on Seed 3 was a calibrated run killer.
I mean, as I was kind of saying, for me, the air wasn't all that bad. Did you have item 1 at the time?
I did, but I ran out.
Yeah, I had item 1. I knew what to do. I died once, but I recovered fine. But other than that, it was just some weird. It was like a weird aligning with the stars that just kind of just messed with my gameplay a little bit. And by the time I got to Wally 4, I actually I was almost certain that for some reason the seed broke because I'm pretty sure you found charged heat as the weakness for the boo beams. I thought it was actually full charged, and it kept tanking.
Oh,
And
it
I
did the same thing to me.
yeah, that thing was slow as balls. It really kind of messed with my head a little bit, and I thought at that point, that was the point when I thought my run was over. My race, and my tournament life was over.
No, the better runner definitely won, and it was an honor to get to race with you.
Yeah, Chungus, it was fun. As I've been saying to a lot of my opponents and that I've raced with and commentated with, I've seen a lot of improvement with all the runners that have participated in this tournament. That does extend to you. You hadn't gotten this far without doing some practice, doing some improvement, and having all that stuff just bear fruit. So, Chungus, congratulations for you getting as far as you did, and it was an honor to race with you as well.
Thank you very much. Yeah, PB this year. Looking forward to getting deeper next year.
Let's go. Good game. Good games. We love to see it. We love to see the PBs.
I will say this before we move on. I want to apologize for my crash shenanigans in C2. I thought I knew what I was doing, but somehow my fingers did not cooperate with my head, and all that slop was. It was actually kind of. It was kind of funny, but kind of head scratching. It was kind of like swelling of emotions. It was a roller coaster ride in 2 screens. Well, 3 screens rather.
Obviously, I didn't see it, but I will say that I'm pretty sure item 1 is 18 pixels narrower in Burst Chaser.
No, I didn't have on 1. I didn't have anything, but I knew the pause strats to actually get to the ladders from the highest points of the areas. The execution just wasn't there, and I got walled pretty easily. That was pretty much what cost me race 2.
Oh, gotcha. I'm looking forward to seeing that.
Yeah, I mean, great race to both of you guys. You know, I don't know if Frico has any more questions for you. I don't know if I really don't know if I have a lot of questions or anything. I mean, you guys did great. Race 1, you know, was pretty close, I believe, until unfortunately, you know, Chungus died in the machine. Race 2, Creed kind of had a slower crash that kind of messed him up, which allowed Chungus to take the lead there, and a pretty consistent lead overall, also, if I might say, throughout that whole Burst Chaser seed. And then, yeah, race 3, I mean, you guys were pretty neck and neck, and then Airman happened for Chungus, and I mean, it was unfortunate. But then again, I mean, to suspend belief or reality, I guess, for a little while, you know, I mean, Creed was cutting it pretty close against the machine, in my opinion. I mean, you were only 2 shots away. If you would have took 1 extra hit of damage in the first phase of the machine and then the second hit, I've definitely seen that happen before, right? I've definitely been a victim of that, having 0 lives at the machine, fighting the machine. You know what I mean? So, I mean, but I mean, Creed, of course, being the experienced veteran runner he is, that would never happen to Creed, right?
Right.
But I at least hope that I was able to suspend the belief of the viewing audience at home. But regardless, GG's to both of you guys. Anything else about these 2 seeds in particular on your mind that you'd like to get off your chest before we kind of wrap things up?
Actually, no. The seeds were as they were. I'll just gotta step it up for the next round, because I know that I can't afford those kinds of errors as the tournament slowly heads to its final conclusion. The runners once again will get tougher, and I gotta smooth things up and ease out the carelessness.
Yeah, I do not envy you the path to victory you've got from here, Creed.
yeah, definitely some tough opponents ahead as RSPC and myself will be facing off against each other. You'll have to face the winner of that. Um, and then the loser of Prodigy and Casual Tom, those matches will also have to be scheduled. In case you guys aren't familiar, me and RSPC, we started our race. However, RSPC was having some overheating issues with his PC, so he's trying to take care of that. So we will reschedule hopefully by this weekend. And no word on Tom versus Prodigy yet, but that should be hopefully within the week or at the very latest, hopefully next week or something like that. So we'll see. Just play it by ear. Please, I'll go ahead and drop the links in the chat for our runners and our commentators if you guys like to follow those guys. And yeah, I'll drop the links in the chat for the Discord. You can join to find out when the next races will be in this tournament. Also, the Match Reno that you can donate to the prize pot, and the Tiltify you can donate to our charity that we are raising money for. We're about $100 away from charity, and we are about $75 away from the prize pot goal. So, yeah, please do that if possible. And Chungus, my friend, thank you so much for joining this year. Unfortunately, we're gonna say goodbye to you. So, any final words before we take it home?
Yep, as I'm on my way even further home, you know, the difference between great and the best is, you know, that bit of practice that one guy's close calls, another guy's game over. So GG LVCreed, look forward to seeing you climb to the top. GG to everybody else. Thanks everybody for participating, and thanks everybody for being here. I love doing this. Can't wait to do it again next year.
Definitely so. Freako, Creed, you guys got anything else?
Well, I'm pretty much tapped out. Once again, GG to Chungus, and hopefully if and when we do this again, we'll meet again and we'll have a much better race.
Indeed. Yeah, you guys had put on a great race this time, but looking forward to seeing what comes up in the future. Always like watching this kind of content. Eggman 2 Randomizer is awesome. So thank you everybody at home for watching. Thank you to SpeedGaming for allowing us to host on your network once again for the 5th year in a row. Thank you to Squidman, Daggett, Matt Ewalker, myself, Prodigy, for picking up the development for the community side, as this project was made originally by Duckfist and placed open source for us to pick it up. So big shout outs to everybody involved there. Big shout outs to Freako, my co-commentator. Yeah, thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Oh, and good games to our runners, of course. Take care, everybody.